want to get to the fun stuff. We have Tim Janocko, the former Clearfield football coach. And let me get him set up here and unmuted. And we're going to bring on. There he is. There is Tim Janocko coming to us live from San Francisco or whatever small town he's in outside San Francisco.
San Jose.
There we go. Actually, that's a big town.
Yeah.
He's in San Jose for Super Bowl 60. Tim's son, Andrew, is the quarterback coach for the Seattle Seahawks. Tim, this has to be an incredible moment for you for just so many different reasons.
It really is. It's been a heck of a ride.
Recording in progress.
It's been a lot of great things. We're very blessed as a family, and we're very proud and very happy to be here.
I'm sure you get to talk to Andrew a lot throughout this season. I'm sure this week is probably not one of them where you've had a lot of communication. Have you guys been able to talk? How's he handling this? How's he doing? What's this been like for him?
He's very busy, obviously, but we talk. He calls me once or twice a day. We talk. We talked late last night when he was done with work, and so yeah, we'll see him probably this afternoon for a while, and we may go out to dinner if things go okay, and then we'll be able to go to mass with him tomorrow night. Things like that we're able to do as a family, which is really nice.
I'm not completely familiar with his entire biography, but this is his first. He's been coaching in the NFL for a while, but this is his first trip to this Super Bowl, correct?
Yes. He started with Tampa Bay. Greg Schiano took him from Rutgers. He was a GA at Rutgers, and he went to Tampa Bay for 2 years. And you go as your head coaches go. And then he spent a year at Mercyhurst as the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, and then he went to Minnesota for 7 years with Mike Zimmer. And then when Mike was let go, Andrew ended up for 2 years in Chicago. And then 1 year in New Orleans. And then when Dennis Allen was let go in New Orleans, the new staff comes in. So he and Clint came to Seattle, and it's worked out really well.
I was going to say what you hadn't said there yet until right there is that he's been with Clint Kubiak now a couple times. He was with him.
Yeah, they were together. They were together in Minnesota. Gary, Clint's dad, was there as an OC, and then Clint took over for a year or two, and then they were together in Minnesota. They were together in New Orleans, and then now in Seattle.
You have been. You coached most of your entire life, right? You played football at Penn State. You then went on to coach Clearfield for 40 some years. When Andrew started following in your footsteps, did you ever imagine this is where it would lead him? Because this is what everyone dreams of. This is the dream.
It is the dream. There's no question. No, you never. But he grew up in. He grew up in a family where it's what we do, and it's our family business. And he was on the sidelines when he was 5 years old as a water boy for me. He played quarterback for me, and then he went to Pitt and had a good run there, and then things worked out. But the bottom line is he worked hard everywhere he went and treated people well. That's the other thing. So those are the things that were instilled in him when he was young, and he took them on the road, and it's paid off.
Now, I'm assuming you've gotten to meet some of the coaches he works under throughout this. As a coach yourself, how neat has that experience been for you to see some of these and be around some of these titans of the industry?
It's really neat. Norv Turner was at Minnesota, and he and I really bonded, and we text each other probably once or twice a week about different things, and he calls me, and so we become good friends. And Mike Zimmer was as a hunter, so we would exchange buck pictures and things like that. And Andrew really liked Dennis Allen in New Orleans, but he just didn't have that much time with him. I've met Coach McDonald here a couple of times. He's a good guy, so it's been really neat. I got to meet a lot of those guys and a lot of the quarterbacks. From Justin Fields to Derek Carr to Sam Darnold. So and they're all good people, really good people. So we've been blessed to be around some really good people.
Do you ever text him after a game and offer your own coaching advice?
all the time. He gets it all the time. I don't know how much he listens. He listens. But yeah, he humors me some too, I'm sure. But no, yeah, we talk about football every day. I bring things up, and he'll give me explanations or tell me what's going on, and it helps. It's good, probably better for me than it is for him.
I think you've been retired now from Clearfield for what, 3
3 years,
years? 3
yeah,
years?
yeah, yeah.
Has that really allowed you to spend more time following his career and really seeing his games and whatnot?
Yeah, that was one of the big reasons I retired. I still miss, high school football, but I wasn't able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do with following his career. And when I have 4 grandchildren now, my daughter has 2 grandchildren, and Andrew has 2 children. So it was time to be able to give them back some stuff that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
Which Janocko in the household right now is most nervous?
Definitely me.
It,
Yeah, it
it,
started. It started. It started last week, right after the game.
so I had a coach once tell me that he got most nervous watching his. I had a college coach once say he always got most nervous watching his kids play than when actually coaching because he can't do anything about watching his kids play.
Yeah,
Is that how it's for you? You can't do anything about what's happening in the game. You have to sit there and just live with whatever happens.
yeah. You're a spectator. You're along for the ride. So, uh, but again, Andrew's very grounded. We have strong faith, and God's very important in our family and our life. So, uh, that's always the best thing. We always regardless of whatever happens, you stay, strong in your faith and your family, and the rest will take care of itself.
Have you been able to travel and see a lot of the games this season?
Yes, I mean we've been to Seattle probably 10 or 12 times, which different places like that. We've been to New Orleans, and been, we've been to here's one of my guys right here, and
Love that.
we've been around the country. Hi, honey. Okay,
No, it
okay.
is.
Sorry about that.
Oh, don't be sorry about that. That is awesome. This is a story here about family. This is a story
Right.
about your family, and so that's just more of it. When you guys got to San Francisco last night, what's on the
Last night, yeah,
itinerary here before
we
kickoff?
we flew into San Jose last night, and it's beautiful here. It's palm trees, and it's about 72 degrees. When we left Clearfield, it was -2, so it's been a big difference.
When you look at Andrew as a football mind, you pointed out that he was your ball boy at 5 years old, and now obviously he's offensive coordinator or a quarterback coach in the Super Bowl. How has he grown as an offensive mind, and how have you watched that progress from 5 to now 37? I think.
Well, I think each place he stopped has been a great experience. When I threw out some of those names, or you've been around some of the greatest minds in football. You're around Norv Turner, you're around Gary Kubiak, and then you're around working with Clint Kubiak, who's going to be a head coach. Um, so you look at those places that you've stopped and the places you've worked with, and you definitely take more and more knowledge and experiences from each stop. And I think there's no question he's grown from each stop.
The Kubiak tree, which is loosely Gary Kubiak and down, but that's really an extension of the Shanahan tree. The Mike
Exactly.
Mike
Yep.
Shanahan back in the Denver days with
Yeah.
Elway. I've always say the first Super Bowls I have strong memories of is Elway Super Bowl with Terrell Davis and Shannon Sharp
Right.
and all those players. I mean that's a being part of the Shanahan lineage, which Andrew very much kind of falls into at this point, is
Right.
such an advantage in the NFL these days.
It is. And you see what Mike Shanahan does with the Niners. He's could have very well been coach of the year too there, because they had so many injuries, but that Shanahan tree's definitely branched out, and it's been very successful. It's a successful offense in the NFL without a doubt.
It has certainly been fun to watch Andrew's journey, and we've seen him at a number of stops. This now the first time I think we've had an area coach in the Super Bowl. When has it sunk in for you that your son's about to go coach in the Super Bowl?
No, it's like it's very very humbling, very like I said, we're very thankful. It is hard to explain. My wife and I looked at each other. We were out at the NFC Championship game, and we just when the final gun went off, we just looked at each other. And we're going to the Super Bowl. It's hard to believe, but here we are.
Now, I do want to let you know I'm not wearing red because I'm supporting the Patriots. It is go red for Women's Day
Uh,
across America here. So I'm
Good
wearing
cause.
red in support of women, not in support of the Patriots. I just wanted to make that clear. I don't want you to think I'm pulling for the other guys.
You're
Uh,
good. You're
I,
good.
I think everyone here in the 814 for a number of reasons is going to be pulling for Seattle coming up on Sunday night. Tim, any last things you want to tell us about this journey or how you feel heading into this matchup?
Uh, I think, game wise, I think it's going to be a close game. They're very well coached. Vrabel's a great coach, and he has one of the best offensive coordinators, McDaniel's, in the game. So they're very well coached, and Derek May's a heck of a player. So I think it's going to be a very close game, and I'm hoping that Seattle can make enough plays to pull it out and get a ring. Like I said, we're very blessed. We thank God for everything we have. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at.
I've said for a couple weeks, I do think this Super Bowl was Seattle's to win. I've said that since I think that overtime win over the Rams back during the regular season. I thought Seattle was the team to beat. Here we are, just a few days out from the Super Bowl 60. I guess we'll find out soon enough. He's Tim Janocko, former Clearfield football head coach, father of Seattle Seahawks quarterback coach Andrew Janocko. Tim, we appreciate you coming on the program today.
Thank you. I really, really like being here. Thanks a lot. And thanks to everyone who's been so kind. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.